Hi guys, it's Nat at Illustrious Shadows Plans. Thank you for joining me today. In today's video we're going to be doing some creative journaling in my 5-year diary. I've got 5 blank pages or blank entries in March 2023 that I've been staring at for a little while, and I just wanted to put something into them. This isn't something I would do very often in my journal, and I am very aware that if I did this too often it would make my journal really bulky, it would make it really difficult to write in. But I think because of kind of the context around these pages, I just want to get something in there, because staring at them when I do my flip throughs and when I look at my kind of monthly mark off, which is in the front here, it just makes me a little bit annoyed. So I mark off each day that I've written in with a highlighter, and obviously these ones are completely blank, but I thought I'd fill them with some creative journaling. So I'll show you the 2 that I've done already. So this is one that I've done already. It's very simple. It's not actually that thick because it's only 2 sheets of paper, a couple of rub-ons and a very thin light sticker. So that one's not too bad. And then this one, the next day, is a little bit thicker, but as you can see, still not actually that thick. These are quite thick, these sentiments. These are the Tim Holtz ideology sentiments, which I really enjoy using, but they are a little bit thicker because they're kind of almost card-like. And this is a little bit of ephemera that I found in my stash. First things first, I'm going to blur out the entries underneath the first 3 days. I don't think anybody wants to read the word soup that I've put down, because it's a little bit of kind of a personal few days. I had a really rough time around this time of year, last year and this year. I think there's something around March, but I'm just going to blur them out. So there will be a little blur box over here on the next few days. Secondly, the reason why these are blank is because we brought our little boy home from hospital on the 5th of March, and honestly I don't remember what happened in these days. I'm also going to show you the absolute devastation that happens when I do creative journaling. So this looks nice and tidy, right? Let me show you what's going on over here. I have gone ahead and I've sorted out 3 piles of supplies that I want to try and use on these 3 different days, because I didn't think you guys would want to watch me scrabbling around in that mess to try and find what I wanted. So I've got these kind of thin backing papers. I've got a big stack of them here, and they're all different kind of sizes, different styles. There's some really nice ones, but they're just really nice for backing. And I thought for this one what we'd do is we'd do layers of kind of the mushroom over here. I'll cut it in half, so we've got 2 bits, and then I've got all kind of woodlandy themed ephemera and stickers down here, and I've got this little quote that I just printed off of Pinterest, because I do like to have kind of like a sentiment or a quote on my creative journaling. I don't know why, I feel like if I don't, it feels a little bit empty. So I'm gonna cut this down. Okay, so I've zoomed you in and we're ready to get started on this first one, and I've gone ahead and I've cut out these pieces of backing paper that I've got here. This one's a little bit short, but that's okay, don't worry, and they are not quite the right length or size, but it's alright, we'll work with it, I've gone for a little bit of a mushroom woodland theme on this one, and I think what I'm going to put in the top as well is maybe put something like that over the top and the background, or maybe this one, do it that way. But I do kind of like the kind of semicircle coming out the top, and I'm just going to do that. So with these stickers, I do normally fussy cut them to get rid of all this like extra plastic. So that can either go over the top there, which I think is going to obscure the mushroom, but if you have a look back at this one, you can kind of see a little bit of the backing paper underneath. No, I'm going to put it on the bottom. British summer just has not existed here this year. Climate change is a very real problem, and it's really upsetting, to be honest, because I had all these nice summer plans and then none of them happened because the summer didn't exist. But there we go. Okay, and then we're going to put that there. Do a bit of layering, that's what I like to do on these. This is going to come together really quickly, I think, which is really nice, and that's what I love about this kind of journaling. Like, you can just get kind of 3 or 4 different supplies and it just boom goes and you're like, yes, great. Glue stick wise, don't shout at me, I am using a Tesco value glue stick. I did say to my other half that might be a nice Christmas present, perhaps, some kind of archival gluing stuff. Right, so let's glue this down. I want this to be, so you see we're covering up the majority of that nice sticker underneath, but actually I wonder if we can, if there's a way to make that kind of come through. I really like that. No, not really, is there? It's gonna have to be hidden. Okay, never mind, that's fine. And I just, you know, just keep building up, just keep adding new things, new layers. You don't need a huge amount of supplies to do this. I think often when you watch videos like this, I know that I look at videos like this and I'm like, oh my god, they've got so much stuff. But actually, a lot of the time, it's no more than you probably have yourself, but it's just different stuff. I thought we could put our little fox friend in the middle. I don't know if that's going to look a bit weird now. I'm not a huge fan of these kind of cutesy art style ones, but put some acorns down. That leaf's quite nice actually, that branch there maybe. Yeah, let's do that. And then we've got this kind of sentiment that I was going to put on, but I don't know if there's going to be somewhere I can put him. So you can put that branch down. And this, I could cut this down really small. So I just printed this off of Pinterest. So if I don't like how I've cut it, I can just print it off again. Like, I do like to have like a little sentiment on my journaling, because I just think it makes it look a little bit more cohesive. I think sometimes if you just have, you know, you just have the backing papers, it looks like you're missing something. Let's just round that corner off. Yeah, I'm trying to just do this a bit more intuitively, so kind of stick him down there. I wonder if there's somewhere for this to go. Maybe this here. If I just rip, that can look weird if I put that down there and they just like a, want that kind of raggedy edge, I guess. Let's try that. It should just kind of fade in. Little sticky thing, he can go up here. Use my scissors to put him on. Yeah, perfect. And then we just need to put something over this middle bit, don't we? Well, what about Mr. Fox? Why not? Not my usual style, but I cannot see where I'm ever going to use this fox or these deer and rabbit rub-ons anywhere else. So let's put him there, and then he can cover that mistake. Right, on he goes. Foxes are one of my favourite animals. I think they're beautiful. I love the colour of their coats. I think they're so intelligent. They're just lovely. Actually, I like it more that the fox is down, and I'm kind of tempted to just add, oh, maybe not the leaf, but perhaps that little mushroom down in the corner. That might be quite cute. And then I definitely need to stop with this one, because this is going to be too much otherwise. There. It's just going to tie the whole thing together. Absolutely love that. I think that's really cute. It's not my usual style, but it is cute, so. Still quite thin. Yeah, it's not the thinnest, but it's not overly thick. Okay, for the Thursday, I've had this idea in my head for a while, and I just really wanted to have a go at it. So basically, I've got these beautiful rose stickers, and I've also got some really nice like other floral stickers. There's some orange roses, there's these really nice kind of bright ones. If you watch my AliExpress haul video, you'll have seen these already. But my idea is, I love it when you have kind of like the sticker, but it's kind of been cut off a little bit, so it looks like a really harsh line. So what I thought I might do, this potentially is either going to look really good or it's going to look really bad, but it doesn't matter. We're just filling the space so that we don't have to feel sad about this in the future. What I thought I would do is draw quite a thick black line around this box, and then I'm going to stick not just the stickers like in a kind of washi tape sticker style, but I thought I'd stick a few of them down, maybe on a bit of backing paper, and then just have that as like a really simple but effective spread. So I just grabbed a 0.8 uni pin. I think I'm probably not going to bother trying to cut out the Thursday. We might just leave it in this time. I think maybe I shouldn't have bothered to try and cut it out in the first place. It does look a little bit weird. I think sometimes this is what you need if you're in a bit of a funk. Either with journaling or with life, you know, just getting a load of pretty things out your cupboards, out your drawers, whatever those are, getting all those pretty things out, touching them, using them, and it kind of resets your brain a little bit, I think. The thing is, in years to come, I'm not going to look back on the blank pages and go, oh, you know, I should have filled those in. But I will look back on these and go, oh, I'm really glad I did that. I think that looks really nice. And it shows my style, and perhaps in the future, if there's more days like this, it will give me a little bit more freedom to say, actually, you know what, I don't want to journal about that day was really awful, or that day has no significance to me anymore, so I'm not journaling about it. It gives you that permission, doesn't it? So I have got these rub-ons, which I thought maybe we could put a couple of those down as well. I love these. I got these from AliExpress again, and these are like right up my street because they're just simple. Oh, that one's upside down. They're simple, they're not overly sweet and sickly, but they are just really nice. So I thought I could put a couple of these kind of backing ones down to begin with. I'm kind of drawn to this one. I think this one would look quite nice. Trouble is, it's going to go over the box, isn't it? So maybe we'll do that on another page. Let's stick with what we're doing right now. We'll do that on the next page. A bit of this checkered background down, because I love this. This is one of my favourite washi tapes, and I'm sure I bought this about 6 years ago and it's still going strong. We'll put some of this down. I'm probably not going to fill the whole page with that, maybe. I will keep that solid line there. I just adore this washi tape so much. I'm in quite a few of the Hobonichi 5-Year Diary Facebook groups or Instagram groups, and there's a lot of kind of angst about, oh, I haven't done my diary for 3 weeks, I haven't done my diary for 2 weeks. It's your diary, it's your creative space. There you go, perfect. Do what you want with it, and if actually you think, you know what, I don't want to journal that week, I don't feel like it, you know, I don't have anything good to say, then just do something that you do feel good about. So I'm thinking like really simple, just something like that. That one's lovely, isn't it? Let's have a look at the orange ones, because I haven't used the orange ones yet, so That's really pretty, that could go on there. And maybe that one. Or that one. Okay, so that's that, like that. You know, you just gotta do what makes you happy, and if something's not making you happy, then you have to change how you're doing it, I think. And I am the worst at taking my own advice, so I know that is really hard. I appreciate and acknowledge it's really tough, especially if you feel a bit stuck and you put all these expectations and pressure on yourself to do something a certain way. But actually, we do this because we enjoy it, don't we? We don't do this because we're trying to produce a finished article that looks amazing no matter what. And actually, it's something that really turned me off of art. So I used to draw a lot, I used to sketch all the time. I was never very good at it. Years and years and years ago when I was at school, I really wanted to do an art GCSE, and my art teacher at the time wasn't a very kind lady, and she said to me, no, you can't do an art GCSE because you're not good enough at art. You wouldn't commit to the sketchbook, and basically she just said no and wouldn't let me on the course. So I didn't do art again for a very long time. Figure out which way that needs to go. That way, I think. And I kind of got this feeling that, you know, art is something that needs to be perfect, and you have to be very, very good at it, and if you're not good at it, then why are you even bothering to try? And that's not true. That's not what art is about. Creative expression in any form should be encouraged, I think. Yeah, it's something I'm really keen to make sure our little boy knows about and is aware of, that, you know, your creativity isn't anybody else's concern. As long as you're creating, then you are putting something positive out in the world. So, you know, and I just think that is often a problem, especially when we live in like a results-driven society. Oh, what's on your Instagram? What's on your social media? And actually, that's not necessarily the most important thing. I think there might be an orange one that looks a bit. What about that one? Before I put this one down, though, I want to think about if there's a sentiment I want to put on here, or maybe if I just put a sentiment across the middle of there. So I do have, as well as these sentiments in here, which I'm going to be honest, I don't think there's anything that I'm going to want from this one. I do also have these happy, zoom you out again, I do have these kind of happy planners, and they have kind of sentiments in them as well, which sometimes are really nice, but I think I've said before, sometimes they're a little bit American for me. Get a little bit, ooh, is that? No, nope, that won't fit. I don't want get it done, even though that would fit. And then the sage one is quite nice as well, actually. But it's very green. But then there is green. Oh, what about these? Fall in love with being alive. Go where your dreams take you. Oh, sorry. It's time for a new adventure. Look at the magic around you. I like that one. Oh, put it on straight, Natalie. Come on. Nice. Now, I find if you rub these down a little bit, it gets rid of that kind of frosty look. So I like that. I do feel like it needs something up here though. So that's what we were going to put in there, but obviously we put this sticker down now. So if we put that over the top, it's going to look, unless we raise that up a little bit. I don't want to go out of the bounds of there though, but we could go like that and cut that top bit off. I like to just see where the supplies that I have take me and see what I can get out of what I have. It's cute, don't love it, don't hate it, it's fine. Then the third and final one, so I'm going back with these kind of bits, and I love this. I think this is really nice, really cute. So I thought maybe I'll do this as a background, or perhaps this, maybe It's very pinky, but, and then there's this kind of scents thing, and I thought I could put a sentiment in there. But I've also got these lovely rub-ons that I really, really, really want to use. And I thought maybe I could do that one, the Don't Judge My Story by the chapter you walked in on. Or I could do Don't Worry, Wait and See, Keep Our Memories. I really like that actually, and I think that would look really cute over the top of that. So let's do that. And we can do that like that. And then maybe we could use a bulldog clip as well somewhere. And I think that's pretty much what I'm going to do for this. I do want to trim the top of this off, and it is going to mean that we've got some of the flower left in here, but I think that'll be okay. That is still a little bit wonky, but I'm wondering if I then put that down there, or do it that way. Do I want to cut those end bits off? I think so. I think I want these end bits off because I think it looks a bit cleaner. And again, we've got this kind of texty font, but this fits really nicely, doesn't it? So if I can get something under there, does that go in? I know this bit's not big enough, but I'm just wondering if that could go under there as a bit of a, no. What about the other end? We could layer the other end on actually, maybe cut that a little bit out and put that under. It's not that I'm trying to rush, it's just that I don't want this video to be like 60 years long. And I think at the moment we're at risk of it becoming far longer than I wanted it to. I will trim this down as well, obviously, but if we put that under there, and then something can go over that join, that will look roughly about the same. So it looks a little bit weird, but it will look okay when we're done, I promise. See, that's kind of what I was doing on the other ones, and it looks a little bit odd, but it works, I think. So, stick this down. Very light hand on here. There we go. Lovely. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted. There we go. So then our rub on, we've got Don't Worry, Wait and See, Keep Our Memories, which is a shame because that looked really cool. I wonder if that would look better. Yeah. So I'm just going to stick him down there. It's really annoying. It's happened to me a couple of times with not just this set of rub-ons, with a couple of other ones, and it's really upsetting because you get like ready to use it and then it just pings off in your fingers. I don't know if it's maybe, it's either how I'm peeling them. Oh, you are coming off the wrong way. Sometimes, oh, don't stick to my hand. Oh. Okay, as long as we've got the main sentiment, it's fine. Yeah, I think sometimes they are kind of losing their adhesion to the front paper, if that makes sense. So then they're kind of falling off as you try and peel them off. What's that there? Oh, I really like this honeycomb one. Right, I don't want all of the honeycomb. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut half the honeycomb. Because I know I'm gonna want to use half of this elsewhere. And I'm going to put this in the corner. So yeah, if anybody has any tips on how to stop that happening, because that's happened a couple of times now. And part of it is that they are so sticky. Like you can see, like that one just pretty much has just gone on without any upset. And I do think part of it is maybe how I'm storing them or how I'm handling them, perhaps. I'll put him down there. I'm going to zoom you out for these because, again, ignore my scraps. These are quite big. I've been absolutely storing these incorrectly. These are in a little bit of disrepair now, and I just think I need to start using them because I'm going to lose them if I don't. So I wondered if maybe that yellow is nice, and that could go, I could put that around on that honeycomb bit. Let's do that. I've had these upright on my windowsill. Absolutely not how you should store rub-ons. They should have been kind of flat in a dark place, I think. But yeah, live and learn. See, that one's just come off on my finger. But we're going to put that there. So it'd be interesting to see if these still stick, because I have a sneaky suspicion that the glue might have heated up in the sun, what little sun we did get, and they may now no longer stick. Let's see. No, give them a bit more of a rub. Sometimes you have to be really tough with rub-ons, and then they leave like a bit of an indent behind. It is going. It is getting there. Just needs a bit of encouragement. Right, let me zoom back in. Can you see he's getting there? You just need to encourage him along. Yeah, sometimes if you peel from a different direction, they kind of... There we go. See how it's kind of left a little bit of an indent though? Don't like that. Never mind. And I think we could probably do a couple more flowers on this, because I think that would look quite sweet. I don't want to just put stuff down for the sake of it, but I feel like it does need a little bit more. That one's nice as well, but it's very long. I just want to bring some of the yellow tones out, I think. It's quite a yellow backing paper actually. It's quite that kind of orangey browny yellow, isn't it? I think we're going to put him there. We'll put that leaf there. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks good. And just be yourself. You don't have to show anyone. I like showing you guys my diaries and my planners because it keeps me motivated to do things in it, and if I'm honest, I probably wouldn't have done this to these pages if I didn't have my YouTube channel. I probably would have left them and then felt sad about them next year when I came to March. But there we go, that is my final day of creative backfilling done, and I've made quite a mess, so I'm going to go tidy that up now. But before we do, let me just show you in slightly close up what I've done. Here we go. So this is day one, which I did off camera, which now feels a little bit boring. But as you see, I had trouble with the rub off there again, but I've just filled it in because I really wanted that sentiment to come through. So day two, a little bit slightly different style, nice sentiments though, and some rub-ons used there. That one is just, it just says like, I don't think you can see it, just says specimen on it, so I just thought that was quite cute. And day three, my little fox pal, looks nice, like that. My really simple roses spread. This says, look at all the magic around you. A little bit twee, but it's okay, it's cute. And then the one that I've just done. Don't worry, wait and see, keep our memories. Just a reminder of what we're doing here. We're keeping this for ourselves and no one else. Lovely. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back with another one soon. I would love it if you would take a moment to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you for subscribing. If you want to leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Is this something you would try in your journal? Then give me a shout. If you've tried this already, I'd be really interested to see what you've actually done, because I feel like the constraint of the box is really interesting because it's quite a small space actually, and when you're writing in it I don't feel like you notice how small this space actually is. I mean, it's not even, I think it's like, this is the A5 as well, so it's not even 2 thumb widths. I don't have particularly big thumbs, so yeah, it's not massive, but it is quite a nice little journaling space to have a go at. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you again soon.